this icon is where you have the charts within the market, where the part that explains what's happening in the market, what the traders are doing, what's happening in the market. And I can also access this by clicking the top left hand corner and still look at charts below quotes. And when I click on it, it takes me to the chart. And you notice that when the chart got opened, it moved over to this second part, which I would have clicked if I didn't want to go using through that other area. I would have just clicked on this. This is the quotes and this is the charts. So clicking on those icons below the screen, and the chart icon looks like candles, because the chart is represented by candlesticks, what is called candlesticks, Japanese candlesticks. You can also represent it with lines, but many traders love using the Japanese candlesticks. It makes it easier to understand what's going on in the market. Now on this page, this is a very important page. There are a lot of details on this page and you need to know them very well to be able to trade. This is the MT5. On the MT4, this chart page looks different, a little bit, very different, a little bit. Now I'll be explaining what you have on this place. Now you have the biggest area here, which is where you have the charts, and I can zoom in and zoom out, because what you see here, they look like vertical lines, and somehow at the first time of looking at it you may get confused. But once I zoom in, I use my two fingers and I open my two fingers wide on the screen, you start seeing that everything starts enlarging. And when I want to zoom out, zoom off, I want to zoom in, I've zoomed out, I want to zoom in now, I zoom out. And zooming in and zooming out is one thing you cannot do without in Forex. You must learn how to zoom in and zoom out so that you can see clearly. Sometimes zooming in makes you to be able to understand the whole trend of the market when it started for a long time, while you zoom out, that's zooming in. Then zooming out makes you to be able to see a particular. I zoom out right now, I want to understand what's going on at this point here. I want to understand it, but I can't really understand what's going on here until I zoom out. So I have to zoom out, okay, and then I get to see, okay, what's going on at this point. That's it. But when I zoom in, it tells me what has been happening for a long time. Now when I tap on the screen, I'll tap on the screen right now, and then they'll see something like a wheel that pops up. In this wheel you have this, and this, when you click on this, it directs you to a page, and in this page you have favorite objects, and below you have other things, audio card, that is odd card, odd CHF. You have these other ones below. I won't be explaining what it is. During your trading you will get to understand on your own why these things appears here, because this for the audio card, what you see M15 horizontal line shows that I've used a particular tool on my chart. So any tool you use on your chart appears here. For example, let me pick a tool. I pick this first tool. I pick this tool. This is a vertical line. It's used to analyze, it's like an indicator, but we call it object. It's used to analyze the market. I pick this by clicking on it. When I click on it, notice that above something appears at the top, not really at the top, but somewhere around the right. You see that line? So it shows you that what you picked or you clicked has appeared. Then you just place your hand on the screen and drag, it comes out. Now maybe, for example, I want to analyze this chart. I want to use it to analyze this chart. I just pull it down here to know maybe what's going on the chart. I won't be explaining in this video how to analyze your charts. In subsequent videos I will be doing that, because I don't want this video to be so long. Then I go back again, I tap on the screen again, click on that same icon, pick another tool, and they have different colors. You can also change the colors. For example, if I want to change the color of the red tool I just picked, I'll go on and tap on it. I'll tap on hold on it. When I tap on hold on it, it brings out something above. Then you see the pencil icon. I click on it. It brings out a page like this. Below you see where you have style and with a red color. I click on that red circle. It takes me to where the colors are. Then I click on any color I want. Probably I want a white because I have a dark screen so that it can be clear for me. Then maybe I want the line to be very thick so that I can see. Maybe I have problems seeing clearly. I click on style, then click on 4 pixel. Then above or the top right hand corner above, I click done. You see that line has been highlighted from red to white. The same thing, I can still go over, just go through all the tools, play around them. You can play around those tools to see how it works. This is for the horizontal. I click again. Whenever the tool appears, it will first appear here on the screen to show you that the tool is ready to be used. Then the next thing is that you just tap on the screen and pull through. So this one appears. I can change the color of this tool through the same way by tapping and holding on that particular tool. Then something appears up. Then I click the pencil icon and then that's it. Now going back to the wheel, the next thing you can see is M1, M5, M15, M30, H1, H4, D1, W1, MN. Then there's something like a FF, frequency for frequency, then a plus sign, then another type of cycle icon which represents settings. So what M1 shows currently, M1 is a little bit, the color is not highlighted like the others. What it means that I am on a 1 minute time frame. M1 means 1 minute time frame. The M1 means 1 minute time frame. The M5 means 5 minutes time frame. The M15 means 15 minutes time frame. M30 means 30 minutes time frame. H1 means 1 hour time frame. H4 means 4 hours. D1 is day. Week. W1 is week. MN means month. So whenever you click on M1, that means every candle on this chart appears in 1 minute. Now let me explain what I mean. I'll be deleting all these tools, and to delete on them you click and hold. Then instead of clicking the pencil icon, you click on the dustbin icon. It deletes. Click and hold, delete. Click and hold, delete. Click and hold, delete. Now I have to zoom out. Now you can see that there are two types of colors on this chart, the green and the red. The green shows that particular time the market was buying, it was bullish. The red shows that particular time the market was bearish or it was selling. Right now I'll click on the cross icon above, and when I click on this cross icon, two lines, horizontal and vertical line appears. I'll move it to one of these candlesticks. Let me move it to this candlestick. And if you notice below, the vertical line directs you below to a date, a time, 2022 0302 0302 0317. What it means is that in March 2nd, which is today, 2022, by 3:17, that is 3:17 a.m. the morning, that traders were buying. And let's say possibly I move it to the next candlestick, which is red. You notice that the next one says 2022 0302 0318. The next 1 minute, traders started selling, or the market was selling. If you notice, the other one was 3:17. Then this other one is 3:18. Shows that the difference between one candle to the next is in space of 1 minute. One minute interval, one minute interval, one minute interval. So that now explains this M1. So whenever you're on M1, that means you want to know what's happening at every minute in the market. Every minute you want to know what's happening, and the candlesticks help you to know what's happening at every minute. It's either it's buying or it's selling, or it's bullish or it's bearish. So that's what M1 shows, that every minute. It shows you that every minute. And the only way you can know is by clicking the cross sign on the top. So it now brings you it now crosses on a particular candlestick to show you what happened at that point in time. So the more you keep on moving, keep on showing you by minute, keep on showing you by minute. If you want to see more, you have to zoom a little bit, zoom out. You have to a little bit zoom out, zoom in a little bit. Then I still click on the cross sign, takes me here. So this is by 5:37, 5:38, 5:39, just that way. Then the other horizontal line shows the price at that moment. What happened at that moment? The price the market was selling, or the price was buying at that moment. So by the right hand side, you can see prices. Like you can see where the horizontal line is pointing at 0.92450, 0.92450, 0.92450. That's what the price was selling then. Now I'm going to switch on my data so that I'll show you the spread, how the spread works, because without my data on, the spread won't show itself. So I will switch on my data right now and then show you how the spread works. Okay, I've switched on the data right now, and you can see there are two lines, the red line and the green line. They are moving up and down. This is what is called the spread. Distance between these two lines is called the spread. So that red line tells you that this is what the trader is selling, like I explained before. The trader is selling at that price 0.54606, and the 0.54583, that is the amount the trader wants to buy from you, the trader. Don't worry yourself how you buy and sell. That's not important. How you use this spread to buy and sell. You don't really need to know that. All you need to know is how to trade, which I'll make videos on it, on how to trade. Now the distance between this is more than 50. More than 50. So the spread is more than 50, and this is in AUD GBP, 1 minute time frame. So if I go back to the quotes, let's look for AUD GBP. AUD GBP. Let's see what the spread. This is 24. You can see it there is 24. The spread is 24. We have it as 24. So that means what the distance between this is 24. So imagine you enter the market, you want to buy, and you enter the market here saying that you're going to, okay, let's say enter the market here okay, let's say here, and you want to buy, and these two lines move above. Let's say probably the red line, the tiny red line comes above your own red line. Immediately that crosses the red line, that is the point you have bought, you will be in negative, because the trader starts taking their spread already. But let me leave that for now, because I'll explain that in other videos. So I just wanted to show what the spread looks like. This is how the spread looks like. Then going back to, I'll switch off my data right now so that I won't be disturbed by different messages from people. So at this moment, the next thing I will explain is the 5 minutes time frame. Once you click the 5 minutes time frame, the M5, the graph will change. You notice the graph pattern changes. See, was looking as if it was moving down, bearish, and this is looking as if it's moving up, as if it's somehow moving up, and a point started moving down, bullish and bearish. So at this moment, when I click on the cross icon, you notice that every candlestick, the difference between every candlestick is 5 minutes. Okay, let's go to this green candlestick. You notice it's at 0250 on the 2nd of March. Then the next one is 03. Next one is 0300. Okay, the next one is 0255. Let me expand on it more so that you can understand what I'm trying to do. Okay, this is it. Let me pick on this one. You have 0620. Next one is 0625. So you see 5 minutes interval. So this is how every one of them works. Same thing with M15, same thing with M30, same thing with H1, same thing with H4, H4 shows for 4 hours interval. D1 shows daily, a daily. So this will be on, this is on 25th February 2022. This is on 27th February. This is on 25th February. This is on 25th. This is on 27th. This is on 28th. This is on 1st. So if you notice that most of them we are skipping 2 days, because most of those days was a weekend. Some of those days on weekends, and Forex is not open in weekends, on Saturday and on Sunday. So whenever it gets to those days, it skips it by 2 and moves over to the next day. So this is for this.